right, guys, let's get after it. It is about 9 a.m. Letting that sun get up here and warm us up a little. It's been in the 30s lately. Still getting some haziness. The other day, man, I should have filmed it, but it was real hazy. You could hardly see those mountains over there. And those were disappeared way down. That is heading north, so those you couldn't even see. Everybody says there's fires in Idaho that are burning. All right, guys, the hallway, we finished that up. Actually, Shannon did that while I was at work yesterday. We got a couple strips just to put down in that corner, and then that one right there. All be covered by trim. Normally you don't want to put a seam right at the top of your door, but that's just all wall right there, or all corner on both sides. So, and then we did start the other day, we did the gable end wall up there on the loft. It's the one little piece, and then we'll start coming this way on the loft today. That's our plan today, so we'll try to film some of that up there. All right, guys, big day today. Every day is a big day in here, but we're gonna start drywalling this big wall, and we were just making sure everything was nice and level across there. If you can see, what we've been using is so these little strips of cardboard are drywall shims, and we put our 8-foot level across our studs, and if it isn't perfect, Shannon was stapling those, and they just staple up real quick. And some boards had to be shaved too. We think it's mainly because this house did blow down, and so it was up for a while, then it was down, then it was up for a while. So things are not perfect, but they're not bad. It's not really that bad, but we did have to shave a couple of, especially around the windows. Some of the boards had curled a little, and then the drywall shims helped level everything out. So I think this afternoon we're gonna start drywalling. And our drywall hanger over here will go up that high. I already tested it, so it'll bring the sheet up there. I'll back that scaffolding out a little, put the yellow lift up there. We'll lift a sheet up, push it up against the wall, and then push the scaffolding in behind, climb up, and drywall screw it, and see how that works. So that's what I'm planning on. So we'll see if that happens. All right, guys, good news. We brought the rest of the drywall in, and we were down to our last 2 sheets, and they went up top here. We didn't film much because it was too hard trying to finagle those up there and get them nice and straight, but that's totally level across here, and we can do the next step. There's a little bit that we got a piece in down at this wall right here around that window. Sorry, the scaffolding's in the way. This place is a mess now that we brought the other drywall in, but we'll piece that in, But remember, that's going to be behind most of this 4-foot area is all circular staircase. So it's not going to matter that we got some seams showing and stuff. So, which they won't. I mean, we'll have it all skimmed out and everything and looking good, but just wanted to, so that is a relief for us that the drywall is no longer sitting on that scaffolding. 70 sheets, and the last 24 actually just came in. So we got 24 sheets left to finish the rest of this wall, which is 2 sections, and then this front wall, gable end here all the way from the point all the way down. So, but we're pretty excited that we got that started. And then another thing is, in the last couple of days, is the aspen are starting to turn yellow. Every day that is growing and growing. We'll wake up tomorrow morning and there'll be a whole bunch more. So they turn fast. Fall is upon us.
Switch it up!
Great morning, guys. Yesterday was a kind of a transition day weather-wise. So we had a rainy, very cool day, and now it's started out sunny today, only going to get up into the 60s, low 60s. So we're doing something a little different today. We're going to work outside because it's nice and sunny and not going to get that hot. And we got some outdoor work to finish before we can leave here for the winter. So Shannon was up here prepping this wall for drywall. This last big wall is probably where we're going to get to this year. I'm standing what is going to be our kitchen area, and we've planned out our cabinets and everything, but we're still need to pull some electric, probably get that done. Maybe get the walls insulated and stuff, but we haven't insulated these walls yet because we are still working on the process of where we want outlets. And kitchen's your big thing, you know, planning. You want to make it right before you close in those walls especially. So that's why this is the last section. Actually to be drywalled too, other than this big wall, gable end right here that will start. And the roof, obviously, our great room. So, but today we'll start out here, and what we want to do today is we got a little bit of the metal to put up, finish just this corner, right to the corner there. We've already turned the corner over here, so we just have this little, maybe about 10 feet of metal to finish putting up. And yeah, it's only probably 40 out right now, so that's why we're starting about 9 a.m. starting a little bit late, but I'm going to show you the flashing then that'll go up here too. So this is the flashing that'll go over this metal. That's water not getting in behind here. This is like a concrete form ledge, our ICF blocks that we put in for our foundation here. And so what we'll do is put some roofing nails into here to hold it onto there. And then we're gonna put our zip tape, just like our windows, that flashing sticky tape will go here and seal it so water won't get back here. And then once next year we start our siding, we'll maybe make about a 1/2 inch line right here and start our siding up. And that way water won't get in here or in this behind here and deteriorate that. And then it creates a drip edge, just like you'd have on a roof edge, and drip off and stuff. So yeah, start laying a chalk line down here where I want to catch this line perfectly so that we can make it nice and level all the way around. And then the hard part will be doing these corners, but I've been watching a couple videos and we're gonna give it a try. We're gonna start in the back, and that way we can, you know, if it's not perfect, it's at the back of the part of the house, so we'll do that first. But yeah, fall is in the air, as you can see by the pictures that we showed you. And crisp and clear today though, up here. Let's get to it. All right, just finishing up the last of that metal, the 10 feet that we had to do. And we already have our lines in the back of the house for the first part of this flashing to go. Snap the chalk line along here. All right, guys, got the back end of the house started, worked out all the kinks, and we really like the way it came out. As you can see, making that corner real nice there. There's a little bit of dirt and stuff, but all in all, that looks super sharp and finished. And we'll put our zip tape. Our zip tape will go right along here and seal that so water won't get behind there until we get the siding on and stuff. So, okay guys, on our next turn, we're ready to make our third corner up front. And this has to bend right here at 10.5. So this is actually the piece that's going to be the middle of the cut, the angle. I'll show you as we do it. But you make your measurements, give yourself 3 more inches, because this here is 3 inches, and you'll see the way it plays into it. But so my turn has to be up here for this piece, but when you do all your cuts, this is actually what your corner is going to lay on the outside of the house. So first off, you draw lines on, connect all your lines so you got a line across the whole way. Okay, now I got all my lines. Now you start your, you got to make this diagonal cut too, line. So you got to connect this point to that point. And of course it's going to be 90 degrees. So you got your lines meeting right here. Then you start making your cuts. Okay, start with your cuts. First this one. Now she's making this diagonal cut right here. That's going to create the hinge.
I need easier to hold. I need these other scissors.
No gap when you get everything set. Take that triangle out. This thing bends back on that first line that we made. And now you got yourself, we'll do a nice little bend. And then you nip this so when you, this has a nice little seam on it, and that goes around the lower corner of the house, and that goes around the upper part. You'll see when we hinge it all together. So, and then this piece goes underneath this piece to that line. This piece comes out. You got yourself a nice little corner, so you'll see when we put it up. All right, guys, a big project crossed off our list. The flashing is done. We're just about out of zip tape, so we got to get some more. We want to seal up these two front windows when the wind blows hard and it is pretty rainy. There is some water still getting in. We think it's because there is no flashing on top of our windows yet, other than the tape flashing that we have, and somehow water is still getting in, probably through the Tyvek or something. But once the siding's on and we flash with almost similar to this type of flashing you put over your windows and doors, it should stop that immediately and stuff. So we are going to zip tape some more and Tyvek a little bit more around these two windows and our bedroom window in the back we saw. But this flashing came out great. We like all four corners, the way they turned out. Perfect. Like I said, some of this stuff will be covered up by siding, like such as if you're looking at this nail here, sitting here, siding is going to sit right on here, a little bit of a gap, maybe a ½ inch right there, and then start. So it'll look a lot more finished than it even does right now, but we like that look. And the blocks are covered up. That styrofoam, you could tell the sun, especially on this west and south facing sides, it was getting yellowy and chalky, and you don't want that stuff. You're already getting a great insulation value, and you don't want that to deteriorate. So that is looking good. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next one. Oh, and it does warm up pretty good. You can see I'm in a t-shirt today, this afternoon. It's probably only 65 out, but our sun at 7,000 feet is just so intense here. You can just feel it right on me right now. So, all right, guys, I'll see you on the next video.